So it appears to me that we are in a platform war where content creators are just kind of switching from one platform to another.
Here is the announcement. I will be streaming on Rumble.
It's crazy because now we're starting to see the power that content creators have. Honestly, I think that not even Goku would be able to compare his power to these content creators because the way they just shift landscapes is amazing to me. Adin Ross, he ends up going over to Kick, completely just changes the way we view live streaming. Everybody wants to go over to Kick now. Even I want to go over to Kick, but I don't want to stream just yet. But now it seems to me like there are major repercussions if these platforms don't take care of their own content creators. Like Twitch. Twitch is a prime example of what not to do. If you guys ever wanted to start your own platform and wanted it to fail from the very beginning, I think that if you guys follow Twitch's blueprint, you guys are going to be perfectly fine. And YouTube can potentially become another one of those platforms where Rumble and Kick can potentially pick content creators from, which, yeah, YouTube needs to shape up. From what I've heard, YouTube doesn't exactly communicate well with its content creators. Not only that, it oftentimes demonetizes a lot of the content that they produce. And furthermore, I heard that there's been a couple of content creators on YouTube that have been banned. And I honestly, man, like I really do not see a future of prosperity if that continues to happen. I mean, banning content creators is one thing, but to continuously just keep this trend going, I think that says a lot about a platform, you know, and it oftentimes can result in a platform losing its respective reputation if this trend continues to go further and further. And I also fear that one day YouTube's gonna pick on me and, you know, it's gonna tell me that I can't upload this, I can't upload that. Like, dude, like there's a lot of trends that I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it because it's not advertiser friendly. Like, you know, the whole thing with Pride Month, like a lot of people have a lot of things to say about that, and I don't have anything to say about Pride Month in particular, but like the environment that Pride Month just kind of like not only cultivated, but a lot of the opposition as well. There's just so many people out there that are just so against this, and I think that it's absolutely important to talk about, but we're never going to talk about it, at least in this channel, because I'm staying away from that kind of content, you know. But nonetheless, yeah, Kick and Rumble, these platforms are picking up all of these content creators, and there's major repercussions for a lot of these platforms that don't shape up and prepare themselves for this content creator war, kind of like what I like to call it. So of course, some of these consequences, you know, banning content creators does definitely affect revenue and viewership. Obviously, you know, Twitch is doing all the wrong moves and is sending all of his content creators, most of his content creators, over to Kick, and Kick is just kind of adopting them, like, yeah, no, just come on, like we have a party for you, come over here, let's go, I got something to show you. They're all going over there, and I mean, they're practically winning. Twitch is just gradually being eliminated from this entire ecosystem. Jadeon banned because I think he ended up sending hate over to Pokimane. Like, why hasn't he been unbanned now? I believe it's been like 2 years now since that ban occurred. But yet, like, you know, there's content creators who will have intercourse live on Twitch and they will only get a 7-day ban.
I know why, but like, how long are you banned for?
7 days.
Another ban is Dr. Disrespect. He was banned for unknown reasons. I think that they know the reason now, but I'm not too sure. I haven't looked into it, but he was banned back in 2020. I don't remember what year. I think 2021. He was banned for unknown reasons, and of course, I think he's suing Twitch for damages. And then there was Alinity too, as well, who ended up she barely even got banned for like the nip slip. That's what they call it, like flashing her chest inadvertently. And I believe Twitch didn't want to ban her, and so she went online and she stated that she was just gonna ban herself for, I believe, like 3 days or something like that. And of course, Twitch stepped in and said, no, it's okay, we're gonna ban you for 24 hours. No, that's literally what they banned her for, just 24 hours. And then she was like, no, that's not good enough, I want a 3-day ban. Like, she had to be the one to tell them that I want a 3-day ban, and they refused. They said, no, 24 hours is good enough for you. It's like, it's crazy. Like, you know, a lot of content creators will plea with these platforms, no, just give me, like, you know, a 7-day ban, or instead of a 14-day ban. But no, Alinity does the complete opposite and wants a 3-day ban rather than a 24-hour ban. I mean, it's crazy, and it's mostly coming from Twitch. So as you guys can see, Twitch is kind of deserving of its fall currently. Also, banning content creators are controversial. When you ban these kind of content creators, it makes me feel like I cannot rely on these platforms. I understand that there's a standard that needs to be followed, but at the same time, I feel like when they do that, even though some of these content creators that are very controversial, they tend to kind of break these rules. I don't know why, but it kind of inadvertently comes with that consequence of having your entire base feel uneasy about how they will be treated in the future when they start to become partnered with this program, with the YouTube program especially. Because when I see these bans, like just currently there was I don't know her name, I think Candace Owens and some other person, they were banned on YouTube for whatever the reason is. But even though I don't know, and perhaps they did break some standards and they should have never done that, for some reason it still puts me at like this level of anxiety where I feel uneasy whether, you know, this is a good thing or if YouTube is reliable. So I'm not surprised that a lot of these viewers and content creators, they lose faith with whatever platform they're running with, especially, you know, when it comes to YouTube. Every single time they would bring out a YouTube Rewind, it would always get massively disliked, because I believe that that was just a reflection of how the people felt towards YouTube as a platform. Nonetheless though, I want to go ahead and say that I'm just happy that there's competition now, because now this is going to shape up these platforms, and now they will understand that you can't just ban content creators because you think it's a good idea. Because these content creators, when they get banned, the first thing that comes to mind is, well, I can go with this platform, or even these platforms will look at that as an opportunity to capture your content creators. Because remember, content creators is what makes the platform. You don't want to lose these content creators, because obviously we've seen what Aiden did with Kick. It just boosted Kick to a whole new level. Rumble too as well. They are attempting to change the ecosystem of that entire platform, and I can see that it's working. It's working. More and more people are moving over to Rumble, and that's a good thing, because as much as I don't like other competitors, I understand at the same time it's important, because if not, then, you know, for a long time YouTube has just been doing whatever it wanted. And so these other platforms serve as a reminder that if you don't also consider your content creators, these alternative platforms are going to capture them, and it's going to be too late. I still don't understand where exactly we stand when it comes to this entire situation, like the whole competition situation, where, you know, we have Rumble, we have Kick, Twitch, we have YouTube. Because too many platforms can potentially saturate the market and can potentially put a lot of these content creators making a lot less than what we are all making at the moment. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm very interested to see the future of all of these platforms. I really can't wait to see where it's going to take us. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today.